and you're starting to see that pay off a little bit. Which, by the way, in that realm a little bit, I know like when they initially joined the UAC was going to be this league that wanted, all these teams want to have FBS aspirations, and so now that question always gets attached to every single one of these teams. Do you think Austin Peay still has those FBS aspirations now?
No. Pretty comfortably no. At least not in not in the near future. I talked a couple months ago. I talked to our athletic director at the time, who actually is now the athletic director at Marshall. Which, by the way, that's probably a good sign that our AD and our coaches keep getting hired by FBS schools. I mean, that probably means we're doing something right. But he went to Marshall, but I had him on and I asked him about that on the podcast because at one point that was like heavily implied that it was going to be happening. And Forterra Stadium, which is where we play football, was designed to be expanded for like the FBS level. Unfortunately, though, with the way that some of the other teams have kind of been pushed to the forefront, like, just in the past few years, off the top of my head, Kennesaw State, Sam Houston, Missouri State, Delaware, all these new schools coming in. You're already 136, I believe. And you have to have an invitation first. And it's kind of at the point where we don't really know what's going to – everybody kind of feels like there's about to be a shoe drop with, like, revenue sharing and with realignment, being kind of wacky. So I think right now it's not really in the plans. I think especially with – I don't know if you know this or not, but the conference kind of alliance that came out with the WAC, do you know about this?
I didn't know they named it WAC now, but I do know they decided just to fully be UAC, WAC, and then they were going to be both football, basketball, and all sports, really.
Yeah, so like if people don't know, in baseball, soccer, basketball, we play in the ASUN, which is us and then like a bunch of Florida schools, and there's a couple that carry over. And in football, we go to the UAC, and it's Austin Peay, North Alabama, and Eastern Kentucky. Like, those are the teams that travel with us. Like, we do both together. But going forward, the plan is to just stay in with the WAC, the UAC. So you're still going to have some non-conference games. So, like in baseball, you might not know, but in baseball, our biggest rival is Stetson, which is in Florida. So under this new alignment, Stetson is not going to be a common opponent unless we want them to be a non-con game. So I like it. I like it because it's interesting, like the rivalry aspect of it, because everybody that's a Gov fan hates, we call it that school in Callaway County. It's Murray State. So everybody, back from the OVC days, when we were in the Ohio Valley Conference, Murray State was our biggest rival in every sport. And that's not really a thing anymore. So now, like, North Alabama has kind of taken that mantle because it's about the same distance as Murray State. It's about 2 hours away. So well, they're going to be with us. So that's kind of like our new rival. So, like, we know we're going to play them in every sport. So that makes me kind of excited because I like the continuity. I don't like playing a team in football and then you don't see them again until the next football season. Like, I want to play them in everything.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense for the fans, and it's good to have those natural rivalries kind of in there a little bit. And I think Eastern Kentucky is kind of another one you can look at too. That at least is a regional opponent. I don't know how much beef there is between you two, but I know at least obviously there's a lot of regionality. Actually, was it North Alabama where things like this past year or so, like in basketball, things got really heated?
Yeah, and baseball and football.
Okay.
Like, we don't like each other at all.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.